G'day headbangers and welcome to Dozel's Metalworks. Welcome back my fellow metalheads to another edition of Dozel's Metalworks. Back to another countdown this week. We are going to do the year of 2010. So we'll start off straight away with number 10, which we have Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold. Standout tracks for me on this one were Nightmare at number 1, Natural Born Killer at number 2, and God Hates Us at number 3. Lovely. Number 9 we have Opus Eponymous by Ghost. Number 1 we have Ritual. Number 2 we have Elizabeth, and number 3 we have Stand By Him. Okay, next we have Order of the Black by Black Label Society. First time I actually listened to this album, pretty good, because I do like Zakk Wylde as a guitarist. Sorry, Harry. Number 1 we have Crazy Horse. Number 2 we have Godspeed Hellbound, and number 3 we have War of Heaven. So yeah, pretty good that one. Okay, number 7 we have Poetry for the Poisoned by Camelot. Now, whole album was good. Really hard to pick one out for this one, but look, Necropolis at number 1. Number 2 is Hunter's Season, and number 3 are basically all parts for Poetry for the Poisoned, because it comes in like 4 or 5 parts, so I just whacked them all into the one. Number 6 we have Sign of Angels by Issa. Now number 1 is one of the best rock / metal songs I've ever heard. It's I'm Alive. Then number 2 Falling Angel, and number 3 Flying High. And then at number 5 we have True Sounds of the Underground by Sister Sin. This whole album is an absolute banger. But look, 24/7 is my pick of that for number 1, because it's absolute rip-snort of a track. Then title track Sound of the Underground, really, really good. And then Outrage is pretty sweet as well, but the rest of the album's pretty sweet, so yeah, it's all good. Number 4 we have Coat of Arms by Sabaton. Look, sort of like 4 tracks for this one. The Final Solution, I'll admit I really kind of well up every time I hear this song, because you know what the song's about. It's about the Holocaust and Auschwitz, the death camp in World War II, which you all know is pretty fucked up. So yeah, but it is a great song. Uprising at number 2, Midway at number 3, and a special honourable mention is Metal Ripper. It's all about heavy metal and the heavy metal culture and stuff like that, so it's pretty sweet. And at number 3 we have Scream by the great man himself, Ozzy Osborne. 4 tracks for this one, because it was great. One More Time at number 1. Number 2 Soul Sucker. Number 3 Let Me Hear You Scream. And number 4 I Want More. So yeah, that's a pretty good one there. Number 2 we have Asylum by Disturbed. Another whole album which was an absolute banger. And 4 tracks for this album, because it's hard to pick. Number 1 is Another Way to Die. Number 2 is Asylum. Number 3 and 4 I had to listen to multiple times to find out which I put at 3, which in 4. But ended up going with Warrior at number 3 and Animal at number 4. Now, of course, at number 1 we have the only album to be left on the list, of course, is The Final Frontier by Iron Maiden. Absolutely love this album. This is when I saw them for the second time live in concert when they came to Sydney. So take that. Yeah, number 1 is El Dorado, which they actually won a Grammy Award for, so take that again. Number 2 is Satellite 15, The Final Frontier. Number 3 is Coming Home, which is a really good song. It's about touring and coming home to their loved ones, which I thought was great. And then, of course, the epic track, number 4, Where the Wild Wind Blows. Yeah, that track's an epic one. If you know what it's about, it's pretty sad, but you know, great song nonetheless. But anyway, my friends, that is number 1 to 10 for 2010. So yeah, now we'll just quickly go on to the next segment. Yes, my friends, we have a second segment today. More Ozzy Osborne. And yes, I will admit, I pretty much have been bawling just about every day this week over the loss of Ozzy. This is, out of all the celebrities I've liked over the year, this one's hit me the hardest. And I've been listening to Ozzy literally non-stop at work and at home since his death. It's given me a chance to enjoy every single Ozzy album. And seeing which ones I like more than others, which songs I like more than others, and all that kind of stuff. So it gives me a whole new appreciation for the man that he was. Of course, celebrities from all walks of life, not just hard rock and metal, but pop stars, rappers, you know, movie stars, all paying tribute to Ozzy. And what a legend and a nice bloke he is. So yeah, Ozzy, rest in peace, I love you. You are an icon and a legend. But yeah, I ended up watching during the week. I actually stayed up and watched the funeral procession, I should say, not possession. And it was really good. He was in front of the hearse. You had a brass band playing Iron Man, which I thought was fantastic. Then you saw the hearse, and then 3 or 4 cars behind that, and then they stopped the Black Sabbath bridge. And Sharon, God bless her, God, she looked very frail. Burst into tears, but you know, you had Kelly and Jack holding her up, and then Ozzy's other 2 kids, Amy and Louie, was there as well. Plus the grandkids, plus Ozzy's sisters, all stopped and laid flowers and did their own tribute to him. Then the procession rode off, and that was it. And then you had the private ceremony, and I've seen a picture of along the lake at their property. You had Ozzy fucking Osborne written in big letters along the lake, which I thought was sweet. And I've seen pictures of Marilyn Manson, Zakk Wylde, Rob Zombie, and other celebrities rock up to the private funeral. And one thing I was wondering about at the time was, would any Ozzy Osbourne albums or songs re-enter the charts? And they have. This one here, The Essential Ozzy Osbourne, has re-entered the Billboard album charts at number 7. This specific album, The Essential Ozzy Osbourne, so I thought that was freaking awesome. And I picked up these during the week, and a shirt. Thanks, Harry, for helping me out with that. Patient Number 9 and Ordinary Man, both good albums. And also saw that in the Billboard Top 100 singles charts, Mama I'm Coming Home and Crazy Train have re-entered the charts. I think 46 and 49, I think, if I'm correct. And yeah, I thought that was amazing. So I'm thinking, how many more Ozzy albums and songs will re-enter? Unfortunately, these albums I could get from JB's. Every other albums I would get from Utopia Records in Sydney, but they fully sold out. And yeah, they couldn't give me an idea about when they'll get any more albums in. So yeah, probably cost me a couple $100 to get all the albums I need. But yeah, absolutely amazing to see all the tributes that have been flying in and all the reaction videos and all that. So I have heard that his autobiography will be out a few months. The Black Sabbath Back to the Beginning show won't be released till next year because they've got to do a lot of editing and all that kind of stuff, I guess. But there's talk about doing tribute shows as well, which I'll be keen to see. And there's petition going around to rename the Birmingham International Airport the Ozzy Osbourne Airport, which I freaking love to see, to be honest. I said to Rex the other day, I said, Rex, I don't even live in Birmingham, England, but I would sign the bloody petition just to get it done. And my shout out to my friend Sarah, who actually does living in Birmingham, and yeah, poor thing's trying to do stuff there, but you know, she can't do anything because it's just so chock-a-block over there. and she even offered to go in and lay a card for me and flowers for me. So thank you, Sarah, for doing that. Even though you didn't do it because I didn't need you to. Thank you anyway for the offer. You're a sweetheart. But yeah, still a great loss. One more thing, speaking of a great loss, saw it during the week that Iron Maiden's vocalist has died and passed away. And I went, what? But I looked at it, and partly right, because someone was saying he was an Aussie and stuff like that. And no, he was born in Britain, but he lived in Aussie long time, and he lived in the Newcastle, which is a city in the central coast, on the east coast here of Australia. And that was Paul Day. He was the very first and original Iron Maiden vocalist in 75 and 76 before he got the arse from the band. I don't know why he got the arse, but yeah, he passed away during the week. So I went, well, yeah, rest in peace, Paul Day. And he didn't do any recordings with Maiden, but what can you say? He was still the original vocalist, so there's no actual recordings of him singing anything out there. But it's still a shame. And I think Steve Harris and Iron Maiden did pay tribute to him, so he's still part of Maiden in a lot of people's eyes, I guess. Doing all the gigs, pub gigs at the time, so yeah. Anyway, my friends, that is it for this week's edition of Dozel's Metalworks. And until next time, mosh on.